Hi there. This is Stan with Sportfishing Tackle here in Puerto Vallarta, and this is going to be your fishing report for the week of October the 14th. And of course, I'm Stan Gabruk. I'm the owner of Sportfishing Tackle. We've seen some interesting things happen this week. We've been seeing some days where you have a couple of hot days in a row. It'd be a lot of fish out there, a lot of marlin. We got some tuna coming in now, up around 100 pounds, although they're a little scarce. We've got a lot of sailfish everywhere, plenty of bait. The fishing is actually pretty good. The water temperatures have come down a little bit now from where the highs, and we're seeing tuna coming up to the surface. So we've got a lot of really good things going on here in Puerto Vallarta right now. The only downside is some days it's hot, some days it's cold. We got a lot of fish moving around. You got a lot of currents going on out there, so it's kind of hard to predict right now with an El Nino year because we don't really know what's going to happen with the currents. If you're here and you're looking for the big tuna, you want to go out to the El Banco. It's 50 miles out there. Right now, anywhere from 5 miles to 10 miles past the high spots. You can see anything from 30, 40 pounds, 40-pound tuna. If you find the spinners, which are dolphin that jump out of the water and they spin, they like to run together. You can always get anywhere from 30 to about 40, 50 pounders. There've been a lot of 60 pounders kind of moving through. And again, if you're there and you catch the bite just right and you're in the right place and the fish come up in the right time, well, they're seeing tuna out there around 150 pounds. Like I said, you may not see it, but some people are getting them. Somebody's going to get them. One of the problems we're having right now is we have very few boats going out to the fishing ground, so it's kind of hard to get a feel for what's actually happening out there because I might have one boat or somebody else might have a boat, and it's just kind of difficult to make any kind of judgments. When people call me, what am I going to catch? Well, you might catch this, you might catch this. But one thing you're not going to catch is any Dorado out there right now. We have a real issue with Dorado this year. We haven't seen too much out. It's been small. If you're lucky, you'll see something around 25 pounds. Right now, what I've been reading, they're pretty much vacationing up there in Southern California. So you boys in San Diego, I'm sure you're having a good time with that. If you go out on a shorter distance, like around to the Marietta Islands, a lot of sailfish out there. It's not really a happening area. I don't know why. Normally we'll see some roosterfish out there. A lot of cuberas out there. Smaller ones, you can get some smaller cuberas. Oh, by the way, out there at the bank and at Corbitain, you can always get cubera snapper, and they've been running about 60 pounds out there. Marlin, about 250 pounds. Well, the Marietta Islands right now have been a little bit slow, but anywhere between El Morro and the point of Punta Mita, you can still see a lot of sailfish. You might get lucky to see some Dorado out there. They should be coming in. I really don't know why they're not here yet. No rooster fish, but, the fishing's good, and we're seeing more and more sailfish every day, so we're not going to complain too much about that. Inside the bay, I'm still running my special. It's a $200 economy 4-hour trip. Now, this is going to stop November the 1st, so if you're in the area, come on by. High season starts November 1st, and we have a lot of demand for boats, and that happens. So you can go out there for 4 hours, get some snapper, get some chinook, which is robalo in Spanish, and have a nice time. 4 hours, good for 4 people. Ice bait, captain crew licenses, everything's included. And we've had some pretty good success with that so far. So, we're pretty happy with that. A regular 4-hour trip would cost about double that, so, keep that in mind. 8-hour trip would run just a little more than double that. And for right now, from Puerto Vallarta, we think things are going to improve. We're coming in the high season right now. It's only going to get better. This is considered the high part of the season. November, right around the end of October, November 1st is when the real high season for fishing starts, and that'll go up until just about the first week of January. If we're lucky, we get New Year's in and we're still out here catching tuna. So if you guys want to come down, it's a good time to make your reservations right now. If you're going to reserve with us, call early. We have a lot of demand during the time period between Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. It gets pretty hectic around here, so it's always good to reserve early. And right now, it just looks like things are going to get a little better. And if you have any time coming down to Puerto Vallarta, you can always check me out and read my fishing report at www.masturbators.com.mx. Don't forget the .mx, that's real important. And just hang in there. We're going to start doing this every week. In the meantime, have a good time. Thanks for looking for us, and we'll look for you again next week. Hang tight. Hasta luego, amigos, huh?